So this is part 2 of Heal Me, I'm Good, passive medic, and we're on offense here in Upward, and it's kind of nice because we actually have 2 medics, which is a pretty big surprise for our team. And so I go out here. My intention is to Uber the Pyro just to kind of see what there is, but we don't get anywhere. I know that the Spy, I think the Spy kept going Spy Pyro as a disguise, and so that was sort of easy to detect. We're having a difficulty kind of pushing out. I was hoping that we'd get a little bit more offensive classes. We're kind of stuck with a lot of not really big classes. Again, heavy would have been nice. Devilman would have been nice, I think, early on out of the gate, since we did have 2 medics. But I think everyone's sort of running around doing their own thing. It's kind of unorganized, and I think that's sort of apparent because one of the medics is pushing the cart. That's usually not the medic's job, but yeah, it is what it is. I saw that a couple of arrows are flinging that way. I'm not exactly sure if that's I assume that's a huntsman, but I'm very wary of that. So I try to heal the medic. No, but he got caught on the door and he died. So I'm gonna pull back because I'm at 60%. I want to make sure that with this first big Uber, other than the one right out the gate, this one is probably going to take on the gun. So I'm trying to make sure that we have something to build. And of course there's a Spy Pyro again, walks right past everyone. But yeah, it's one of the things you start to notice when you play medic. The spies, you start to like kind of get their pattern. Again, there's some really good spies out there, but I think your average spy, who I guess does pretty okay, but isn't really, I guess I would consider high level, but yeah, they tend to use the same disguises. And so here, the reason why I popped so early, by the way, was because that huntsman that got stuck on the wall, I thought that was a huntsman. Like, I thought he was alive, and that was my mistake. I didn't know that he actually had died. And right here, I'm kind of hoping the Pyro would get rid of the Spy a little bit, but Soldier's right there, so I took a direct rocket. And again, Spy Pyro up on the top left, and trying to shoot some needles, but I am half health and hoping to heal up a little bit. So we got the heavy here, which is really good, but again, unfortunately, the Spy I think is going to come out on the left side right there. Ooh, Spy that time, not quite Spy Pyro. But as you can see, we're having a hard time pushing forward, and I'm not really clear as to why. I don't know if it's because I'm playing too far back, or if it's just because of our class composition. That's always the difficult part here. I mean, we have a Pyro 3v1ing, you know, a lot of people, and so I think at this point, at 90%, I'm about ready to go, and I want to take the Demo Man in, take a pipe there. I'm 50 health. I'm like, okay, let's push, and of course we can go and take down the gun, even if it is wrangled. Which again, this was our opportunity, I think, to push the cart. It's really good that that scout was on the cart too, because we needed to get a ×2 as we're trying to push through with that heavy, sort of like shooting everyone. But this is sort of like chaotic right now. I'm just trying to find people to heal. We just passed the first point. A lot of people died on their team, and you know, just trying to make sure that we get rid of everything. That teleporter, by the way, was really sneaky. That's sort of how they got their second gun up so fast after we destroyed the first one. I didn't realize it, but there was a teleporter there, and then the NG actually had built his stuff back at spawn and teleported the gun in, and that's why it was like level 3 instantly, and I was like, oh no. But again, here we are. And of course, our friend, the Spy Pyro again, but as a medic, there's nothing I can really do. I can just bring attention to it, but I can't really do anything. And almost got killed by the Pyro there. You know, he like ran right past me, and of course eventually got the Spy. But yeah, the Pyro, I'm not sure why the Pyro didn't go after me there. Right here we had like a little trouble because they had packed this tunnel actually pretty well, and right here I think is where we needed like the heavy, because the heavy would have pushed us forward and we could have gotten past you know, whatever. But with 100% Uber, I think I took a rocket right there, which is why I popped. And then of course you can see behind me is an enemy pyro, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm trying to body block him, I'm trying to just get out of there. I probably shouldn't have gone towards the cliff because he could have air blasted me. But again, right here, I don't know why the pyro didn't chase me. And I'm glad he didn't, but just kind of surprised that he didn't really chase me. So anyway, just thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, here just trying to play it back, and I don't know if that's the reason why we didn't quite win. But I'm looking at that like 3v1, you know, like 3 sniper or 3 enemies and then 1 soldier, and I'm like, probably gonna leave. I really think that we needed a heavy, because we needed something with a lot of health that could, you know, overheal to 450, and that could basically muscle through all these smaller classes that are taking these little damages. I think our team is going in one at a time too much, and it's hard for me to prioritize sort of healing targets, because if there's no one really sticking together, there's no one really taking the lead. As a medic, that's kind of scary, because you don't know, like, oh, am I going into basically my death, right? Like, you're healing the wrong target. It's like, oh no, am I dead? And like right now, I think the heavy would have been great. I think the Devilman would have been great, because we could have gotten it around the corner. But I had to pop because the pyro came off from the side, flanked us, and right here, I know the scout's like one more shot and I would have been dead. Like, I think I had like 4 health, but I am getting the needle kill, which is pretty nice, you know, to get kills. But again, as the medic, I'm not really looking to get kills. I'm basically just trying to heal people, but we just don't have the tank, you know, which is, I think, what we need to get through. But you know, it is what it is. So again, we just continue to heal, and hopefully someone can make some plays, try to overheal the scout there. Although on the last point, it's pretty difficult as scout because of the, you know, the sentry gun situation. We really need a demo man or heavy, and unfortunately they all died. So again, I'm sort of left by myself, and I'm trying to just find someone to heal. You know, that's the whole idea. You know, I think this idea of passive medic is to stay alive, but also to stay alive by healing the most amount of targets, and everyone sort of being together. And I'm sort of in the back, just sort of mass healing everybody, and we can all kind of move forward together. I think in this game, especially on the offense, trying to get the second point, we're sort of all just kind of moving together. And it was unfortunate with that Uber. Like, that was the Uber we needed, but you know, we got it so far back, and they've already situated themselves so heavily that it's sort of like kind of too late. And basically with like 30 seconds, it's like, I don't know if we can save it or not. Just trying to heal anyone, and I know it's time. It's gonna be desperate time for me to like jump on the cart soon. So I'm just getting ready for that, because I know, okay, here we go. I thought that was our scout, you know, and I was about to follow him into the cart there, but actually no, that was our enemy scout here. And again, almost died right there, 4 health, you know, but luckily I didn't crater. So yeah, it was it was an interesting round, you know. I'd hoped that we would have pushed further than the second point, but seeing how we struggled offensively, I figured, yeah, we're definitely gonna get there. Actually, I almost capped it here, which kind of surprised me, but ended up going down. But that was a pretty good life. You know, that was the first time I died offensively, I think, and that's pretty good. So anyway, I don't know. This idea of passive medic, interesting idea. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.